Hello people, and welcome to this reading of Will My Business Venture Succeed? This is for all you people out there that have just started or want to start a business, maybe a new YouTube channel, maybe you're crafty with your hands and you want to put your talents to make a few quid. Maybe you're a big investor, anything related to your own business or entrepreneurship. You have a choice of 3 cards which will become 3 piles, 1 or more. Please take your time and decide which one you are drawn to and join me in the timestamp below. And I'll see you there. Welcome, pile number 1, and you picked fire. Wow. Fire breathes transformation, illuminating the soul's journey into the light and sparking passion within, but beware, because rage always lives in its flame. Also, sorry, not always. Right, so our question: is your new business venture going to be a success? Well, already I just want to say yes. That's wonderful. Now, with this one, I did a reading and my electricity went, so I had to pack it all up, lost the whole video, and I'm now doing it for a second time, so bear with me. I'm going to lay out the tarot cards as they were, that I'd already picked, sorry, so you wouldn't know that, would you? So I've picked out these tarot cards, and I've already done this reading once, and now I've got to do it again. And it's really lovely. I feel that in the past you've had a previous business that maybe didn't go quite right, and you took a break from it. Maybe it failed, maybe you've just stopped it in its tracks. I feel that other people have discouraged you or said to you, you can't do this, you're not going to be able to do this, and you just feel, you just sort of have been conditioned to think that you can't, but you really can. You know, you've done so much, and you can learn by what went wrong and pick things up, and that's great. And remember, in the fire things are destroyed and reborn like the phoenix. So, you know, where there is destruction in a fire, there is also passion, and there's, you know, the passion for you to succeed is going to make you succeed. Maybe this here, I feel a bit of illness, you know, that you've had to rest and recoup. Maybe you was doing too much, and I think there's also a move away from what was going on, and there's new things. I feel like you wanted to rush in here, and you are talented and you can do your own business, because I think you already have done something already here, you know, but things didn't go as planned, and I think here you moved away from it, and you need balance this time round. You know, if you're picking up where you left off, or if you're starting afresh, you need to find balance in the things that are important in life as well. That could be children, that could be another job, and I find that, you know, it's having to juggle stuff and just get an even balance of doing bits of this, bits of that, and not just charging in at the business. This is everything, and this is all I need to focus on, because you do have to focus on other things as well and get things done. And the Chariot here, you know, you can do this. You can do this. You've got so much willpower and determination. You can get this going again, or restart in a different way. You've got the 8 of Coins, which means, you know, you're clever. You're clever at businesses and startups and working for yourself. And I do feel, you know, you tend to be influenced by other people. So keep in mind that you are talented. Yes, you are, and you can do this. And it's about enjoying the ride, not rushing things. You know, just pace yourself and do different steps at a time, and you will progress, and you will find a happy medium with doing bits of this and doing bits of the business, doing family stuff, doing jobs. Maybe you can, if you're in a full-time job, maybe you can cut down your hours to make time for doing other stuff. And you know, I would just keep things quiet, who you tell, because of the discouragement. It's not that, like, you know, people are vindictive and they don't want you to succeed. They are thinking about you, but I just feel that can, you know, their opinions can sway you too much in the wrong direction. You have to take a little bit of criticism, but sometimes it just gets to you, and you know, if someone says, oh, that ain't gonna work, you could just literally throw it all away because someone said something. And I can understand that. So here, you know, the 8 of Coins is about business and self-employment. So it's all about working for yourself, and it's looking a success. Now you will notice the next video is already recorded and it's somewhere else. I'm now sitting in my dog's ranch, so wherever it will pick up, but I'm actually going to make this extra special and pick out some cards that I have here at my ranch. So you won't see these in the next video because it's already done, but I'm just going to make this. But it's really hard for me because I had to just come back to it and redo it from scratch when I've already got the second bit and I can't remember what came out. So this might sort of help. So this is for pile number 1. These are my one-of-a-kind cards that I painted years ago and made a deck myself, which was actually for a movie that I wrote, which I won't mention. Right, so spirit guides for pile 1. Let's find some fresh views on this. And wow, okay, so we have the wish card here, the 9 of Cups. That is just wonderful, you know. So you have to keep your dream in mind and just keep saying it, and it will manifest. Yes, you do have to work at it, of course you do. And this is about juggling. You know, you do have to work because you have to juggle bills and finances, and you can't just give it all up and go into it straight away. You have to have that sideline, have it as a sideline, and build things up. For those of you into, you know, cake making, like, because here, you know, he's actually making chocolate coins because it's a chocolate tarot, but yeah, I get the feel of making stuff. Also in the financial field of growing, like investments and stuff. I see things like that, but it's all a success. And wow, you know, now is the time to get moving. If you're in hiatus here, you know, this is like a time for rest and recouping. But I think the rest and recouping is now coming to an end, and it's time to start working on stuff bit by bit, by the stages, you know, writing things down first. If you're still in this rest and recoup, you can sit down in your bed or on a chair and start writing your bullet points and just getting back on track with stuff, even if it's not the physical stuff. And yes, the juggling around with money, it's also advisable not to take out any loans, not to borrow any money. I know it's hard, but time needs to be placed where, and it happens when it should happen. That, you know, when you get a bit of money to go forward for the next stage, do it, but save it, or you know, maybe sell things that you don't really need, declutter, and do it that way. But yeah, just don't do any loans or borrowing. And I guess I'll see you in part 2, because yeah, that's how it's going to be. Thank you. Okay, so technical problems. I was choosing cards and it decided not to record because I've got a borrowed camera. See, this is what being an entrepreneur starting out is all about, not having the right equipment. So I picked these two, the finch, motivation to make it through the day for happiness and inspiration, and the eagle, loyalty, honesty, devotion, honor, unwavering strength and courage. Now I can't remember, I don't know rather, where it left off and cut out, because there's not enough storage on the phone. So I think I got to temperance, which is about balance and juggling stuff between starting a new business and remembering you have other commitments as well and balancing them out. So we have these two, the finch and the eagle. You know, we're coming back to this seemingly being conditioned or believing that you're not good enough to do this. You need to push yourself forward, motivate yourself, because if nobody else does, it's up to you to motivate yourself. And you know, here you do have the Chariot, you do have this determination to do it, and sometimes it is hard to make it through the day, you know, day to day. You know, you get obstacles, but don't just keep pushing through them. Now, loyalty and honesty, there's always someone else involved, even if you're doing a business on your own, or that, you know, there's always other people, maybe connected to finances. It could be that you have, sorry if it's jumping, my dogs are jumping on the bed. You have finding someone that you can trust if needing another person on board with this. And you know, if it's financial, if it's physical help, it's about not going with these people that make you feel like this. It's someone who's invested in your enthusiasm and who is as enthusiastic as you, and someone who's honest and straightforward and will say what it is, but with the encouragement. Just shuffling these. Motherhood and receive. When we were talking about here, temperance and juggling stuff and other commitments, motherhood has come in as a commitment. If you are a male, maybe it's fatherhood. Maybe you're a stay-at-home dad if you're not a mum. Or maybe it's working between jobs to get things done and not being able to let go. You know, here being kind of trapped because you need money to keep going. So it's like, how much time do I put into this? But I need to keep my other job going because I need the money. So again, coming back to this happy medium of maybe you can lower hours for work so that you've still got an income, and then you can start working on concentrating on your craft, or you know, whatever business it is. Also, motherhood is about nurturing, so it's about nurturing your idea, you know, anchoring. It says anchoring souls in a bond with this in mind about business. Anchoring, I think it's anchoring your feet to the ground and being grounded, and you can do that literally spiritually by standing on the ground or sitting, you know, sitting on a chair with your feet on the ground, and imagine your feet rooting, because as well, grounding and rooting is material, and if you want to make money, your head needs to be out of the clouds and be grounded into the earth. Because when you think as well of tarot and the coins are connected to wealth, and that in turn is the element for earth. So it's needing to bring your feet into the ground, you know, imagine those roots and get yourself grounded. So receive, good things are coming your way, accept with open hands in any form it takes. So there is someone here, this eagle here, there is someone willing and really up for your venture, for help, you know, a shoulder to lean on. Is that saying? Well, no, it's a shoulder to cry on, but I'm sure there's a shoulder to lean on. So having, it could be a good friend, it could be your partner, it could be someone that you meet that's got this good business eye and knows what they're saying, that can help you, as long as you're sure you can trust this person. Good things will be coming your way through this person because of their loyalty and devotion and their commitment to helping you succeed. Just coming along now with the alchemy cards. I like to do these because they do have numbers associated with them. Oh, and there you go, in the alchemy you've got exactly the same. It's the element of fire. So we have, sorry, dogs are barking again. 2 fire. So how mad is that, that you are so bursting with passion to do this and to get moving, and I feel that, you know, you really want to push forward, and some things are holding you back. I would just say, don't let the tether go completely. Pace yourself, because of the element of fire is destructive, you know. Don't go bang on into stuff, and because this Knight of Swords here is charging forward, you know, just where this partner is here, not, it doesn't have to be a partner, but you know, where this shoulder to lean on, if you want to call it that, this friendly help and assistance here, that is, you know, the one person that you can rely on, that will just pull in your leash a little bit and just pace it. That's the feeling I'm getting about pacing yourself and not going falling. And remember, fire, I'm getting that as well. Like, if you go full on, you burn out. And that's it, you know. And I'm going to give YouTube as an example, because it's like you get told about posting every day, And you don't have to really, because you know you run out of ideas, you become stale, and it's like if you were crafting every single day constantly, especially if you're doing the same thing over and over. You know, like I make things like this little broomstick that I did here that's off in the corner, that just, it's like where the edge of my thing is, you know. When you're making things like that, it's repetitive, doing the same thing over and over. So I feel, you know, there needs to be a little bit of variety in stuff, and definitely pacing it so that you're not just bang bang full on. Now I'm going to try and pick a rune, but it is on the edge of my camera thing, and I've just picked Rado, which is the wheel. It's the driving force. Yes, there's a goal at the end of it. Yes, obviously success is it's about making money and having a successful business, but it's about pacing yourself and enjoying each level of your little successes. So, you know, give yourself small goals, achieve that goal, and then move on to the next one. And I think this is going to be a great success for you, and I wish you all the luck in the universe. And thank you for joining me. Bye. Hello and welcome, pile number 2, and you pick transformation. Wow. To begin again, there must be an end, for renewal blooms from closure, where growth brings transformation. And if you notice, it's like there are the 4 seasons here, and it's about going full circle. So I feel that you are either coming to an end, or you are already at an end and are starting afresh again. It's like the wheel of life, you know, you go full circle and then you come back again. It's about starting again. Now let's get some tarot cards going. Let's find out about your success for this future or present venture. Oh wow, let's see, 9 of coins. So I get the feeling that, oh, that came up in number 1. And that's a lot of people that feel that they're not good enough, or they're not able to do stuff. Sometimes it's outward influences, and you are influenced by other people. You know, oh, that's not going to work. That, you know, oh, I wouldn't do that if I was you. Or no, you're not going to be able to do that. This is just saying these people here and your feelings that you are influenced by. I feel, you know, that people around you have been pushy, or there's no encouragement. And also in the situation that you've been in, I feel that you've been knocked back, you know, or you've had a bit of a failure here, and it maybe was too much. But I think this time round, you know, you've learned from previous experience where to go next. And I feel that, you know, these people here, they care that, you know, they want you to succeed, but their encouragement and enthusiasm, they're doubting you and you're doubting yourself. I think that you can cope with all these different things going on and the pressures. I think you enjoy the challenge, and it's great, you know, you can do this. And you've got the 9 of coins, which is an absolute success. So already, you know, this transformation, and it is about growth because of the past and past things that have happened, that you've learned from your mistakes. And this will definitely 100% be a success, and you will be able to have enough money to get the things that you dream of, you know, your dream home and car. And be able to put money away and to treat people and do all the things that you want to do with material wealth. I'm going to pick out some more cards because I'm not sure about this King of Wands. So Wands is about careers and the driving force. It's the element of fire. I'm going to pick some more tarot. I want some more information about this business venture that's going to be a success, but I want to know more about this King of Wands. And I'm going to pick out some more anyway. Right, so I feel like you were just left alone to cope with stuff before, and you know, you do need help. You can do things on your own, but sorry, next door is a mechanic and he's drilling. I don't know if you can hear that because I haven't got mics at the moment. The seed has been planted for this new business. You know, it started and it is really going to be fruitful here. You know, it's going to be overflowing and happy and enjoyable, whereas I think last time round things went a bit doolally and you did feel alone and you did feel like that maybe there was no one helping you, or they wasn't as encouraging as or helpful as you'd hoped. But there is someone here who I think has been full circle as well. And yes, you know, it's a male, it's the King of Wands. It could be a partner, it could be a friend, it could be a business partner. And I feel that, you know, they've been through the same thing, or they've been through this with you, but you know, I just feel this, because the Hermit is there, I do feel that you were sort of left on your own to deal with stuff, and it just got too much, and you know, you thought you could cope, but it didn't. But this time you can, because you've learnt by your, if I want to say mistakes, I don't know, but you know, just learning curves, let's call them learning curves. And I think there is a male coming into it. It could be, you know, if you were like a, if you needed a buyer, you know, say if you were selling something crafty and you were selling it to a shop, you know, there's someone there that's willing to go forward with stuff and to get the ball rolling. And you've got the Wheel of Fortune, which is wow, you know, that's exactly what it is, the Wheel of Fortune, and these two together, that's just wow, this is going to be so successful. I'm so happy for you. I'm going to pick some dragon cards because we have one dragon card in the center. I'm going to turn them over. So pile number 2, let's see how further we can make this a success, how we're going to get there. I'll put this above you and below you. And wow, look at that. Now these both have these 4 quarters, you know, and this is actually seasons, which is really, you know, it confirms about the 4 seasons. And spring, summer, winter or fall, the change of a season brings changes for all. Isn't that lovely? So connected to the oh dear, constantly having technical issues because the dogs are on the bed and I really haven't got anywhere. I live off grid. I'm at my partner's place, which hasn't got any room. We are still semi off grid here, so it's really hard to do this for me. Right, so where was I? So yeah, we've got the seasons in both of these cards, and transformation comes with the changing of the seasons. I feel there's a bit of witchiness here for some of you. There's a bit of witchiness. Let's dust away the cobwebs. Now this will flourish in leaps and bounds. You know, yep, this will progress in seasons, or it is actually seasonal. Now I think, you know, there could be, this wheel is ever turning, so, you know, again, this is like the year, this is going round and round and coming back to the beginning again. And you know, it's on the up. If there's, you know, an in-between bit with these seasons when things go quiet, this is telling you to study, read and research, learn and feed your thirst, for tomorrow's horizons will be fruitful in your chosen path. Now, with past experiences, I think the studying here, I'll try and get them underneath, because these were sort of like that, weren't they? I think with study here is always a good thing to study, whether it's for new things or for going back on your past mishaps and going over stuff, going over paperwork. And, you know, this person can help you along here. There could be this bit of experience, I feel, you know, and good advice here, and studying different types of things as well to further your business horizons. I'm going to pick a bird, and can we see that? No, I don't think you can see that. This is a really bad setup. I'm so sorry. Okay, I picked out the woodpecker and the crow. Pull back the curtain to reveal truth. Assist in change and transformation. So we've got change and transformation again with the card that you actually picked. So I do feel, you know, this is it's a complete change of attitudes, a complete change of ideas. It's just it's like flipping, going in seasonal leaps and bounds. The woodpecker, embrace inner strength and persistence. Look out for those around you who may need assistance. So the woodpecker is about your inner strength and seeing that others need help and assistance. Now, coming back to this one, I'd say that you can help each other. You know, he's here for advice, he's here to help you grow, but also you've learned things that you can relay back to this person. So that's really nice that you can help each other. So, you know, embrace your inner strength. We know you have inner strength. We know you endured from the past. So we know you can get through this. We know you can do it. Right, after a very unsteady camera falling on the floor, we've picked AWOS, which is the horse, which is obviously moving forward. You know, it's an animal that can walk, trot, canter and gallop at whichever speed it wants to, but you know, there are stops and starts, I feel, with this. You know, there's a walk, there's a trot, there's a walk, there's a canter. So it will be, you know, busy moments, quiet moments. Remember those quiet moments, we need to go back to the drawing board and study the basics of stuff and learn new things. And also with the horse, the horse and the rider, which here, you know, I'm going to put them together. You trust each other. You know, you have to trust each other. The horse trusts the rider to take him where he's going, and the rider trusts the horse that he's not going to freak out and throw you off. So, you know, there's trust in each other here. So that's a really nice one to end on, and I wish you all the success, which is definitely going to be here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Nine of Coins. And please let me know how you get on, and I will hope to see you soon. Welcome, pile number 3. You picked the card Create. In the vast expanse of imagination, creativity blooms like a kaleidoscope of colours, painting the world with endless possibilities. Wow, is that clear? There. With Create, you are creative. I'm sorry, but next door is being creative. He's a mechanic and he's drilling. But hey, we are all creative. You know, I create these little sweepy brooms here. Let's brush away the cobwebs and the racket next door. You know, create. This is for you crafty people out there. This is for you good with your hands. You know, this is people with bursting with imagination, bursting with ideas, and it's great to have this enthusiasm and go and create and go and do stuff, because there are endless possibilities here for you. I can already see it being an amazing journey. I'm going to pick some tarot to start us off. Pile number 3 is this business venture, which could be new or just starting or already just started, going to be a success. I'm getting too excited now. Okay, I feel that with your creating, you've already been creating, you've already made things, you're already on that first step. And I think there's a bit of I'm going to say I'm a bit fearful of you being a bit complacent and thinking, okay, you've made stuff. It's not time to rest. Although this guy here is sitting down, I really don't think it's time to sit down. I think it's time to keep pushing on. And I can see you definitely 100% being your own boss and doing things on your own. You've got the Hermit here and the Emperor. So, you know, it's just taking charge and doing stuff. And you've got determination here. You really want to push this forward, and wow, just go and do it. Or you already are doing it. I can see this here. You already have created stuff. You've already started on your road to success, but you must keep going. You know, don't feel like you've got so far and you can stop for a bit. No, please just keep going, just keep pushing. You can do it, and you can do it on your own, and you are better off on your own, and your ideas are the best ideas ever. And I just want to push you forward and encourage you, because at the moment I'm not seeing anybody else doing it. So I'm going to push you and say, you know, get going, keep moving. And then let's pick some more cards. I'm going to pick some more tarot actually. Just had a spiritual message about the magpie. I've got bird cards and I'm going to pull them out after. But yeah, magpie about, is it, are you doing jewellery or stuff, making shiny stuff, or is it about coins or shiny stuff? I'm just getting that magpie. I know there's a spiritual meaning for the magpie itself. I'm not sure what it is, but we'll figure it out. Oh look, coins. Coins. The page of coins. Okay. There could be further learning. So coming back to this one, you know, if you've got all your stock, or you've got everything in place that you need to do, you could actually branch a bit further, and there could be something else that you can learn to bring into it to make it even more successful. Don't be afraid of bringing in other ideas and trying them out. You know, as long as you've got a balance of where you are now and things that you need to do. We all have everyday chores, you know, we have families, we might have jobs, we might not be able to give up our jobs yet, or you could be at college, you know, university, and learning anyway that helps. You could be doing business studies, or you could be learning carpentry, whatever it is. It's all going to bring this to fruition. You know, it's all going to be a bonus towards your goal, which is having a successful business and being an entrepreneur. And you will do it on your own, and that's fantastic. We've got the 2 here. He's looking forward. I can see you, if it's stock or stocks, I can see, you know, or investments, I can see overseas, I can see if it's items that they're being distributed around different places, or going to different areas to sell stuff, you know, new and exciting places. And I think as well there needs to be a bit of research with this one, of finding other places, you know, and broadening your horizons, because what you've got is really nice and it will be a success, and you want to, you know, spread your wings and fly. And with that, spread your wings, I'm going to pick the bird cards for pile number 3. We have a kingfisher. Calmness, prosperity, protection, a time for generosity. And the raven. Connection to the spirit world. Observe drastic changes. As one door shuts, another door opens, as they say. Can you see that one? It also says omen, good or bad if upside down. Don't worry, it's the right way up, so it's a good omen. You know, this is great. Connection to the spirit world. There's always that spiritual connection with creative people. That's, you know, where your creation comes from, because it comes from source, it comes from other realms. That's wonderful. And it's just saying, you know, go by your intuition. Prosperity will definitely be yours, bringing in the kingfisher for prosperity. Calmness and protection, a time for generosity. So within the question, you will be able to thank people and pay back people that have helped you in the past, and, you know, that have been there for encouragement and been by your side. You know, this business venture is yours and yours alone, but it comes with encouragement and help from others, and you'll be able to pay people back in money and in kindness, and go and treat people and give people gifts, from whether you're making stuff or whatever it is, you can give back. And prosperity obviously there, so this is definitely going to be a success. Now the calmness here, there's nothing else in this reading that mentions calmness. So I'm just going to say that take things steady, and I see that calmness is not rushing into anything and thinking about things, you know, coming back to this study card, learning about stuff and researching stuff. So think things through and think about things before you take the plunge and decide to go somewhere and do something, or you know, you decide to use that as a buyer, a seller, or you decide to go to a certain place to sell your stuff, if it's a market, craft market, whatever, you know, just think about it, and if it's worth it, and weigh up the ups and downs, the highs and lows. If you're going to be out of pocket, which happens to me a lot, you know, you sometimes you go to a market and you have to pay the fee and then you don't make anything. So, you know, look at the audience, or your buyers, you know, if you're selling stuff. You may have noticed a slight difference in the layout because I've had technical problems with power cuts, and I'm now at my dog's ranch resetting where I left off. So I'm not sure where I was. Okay, the raven and the kingfisher. Right. Calmness is about not rushing things. Prosperity is definitely coming, 100%. So much that you will be able to repay people back that have given to you, and have given to you in more ways than just money, you know, just being there, friends. I see this as one door shuts, another door opens, as a big change, but also not to rush things. I've picked out, while I had the power cut at the house, a rune. You can see that it's yellow, which means year. So for me, this means coming back to calmness in association with the reading itself and business success. I would say don't rush things, let nature take its course. Opportunities are going to rise when they need to, and when these opportunities come up, go with the flow. Because I'm a bit disorientated with having to come back to this a day later, I really am going to pick some more cards. And you know what? I think you're going to be special, because I'm going to use the tarot that I keep here at the sanctuary, which are my own Other Realm Tarot. I'm going to just give them a okay, I picked the Magician and Death, which for me, that connects with the one door shuts, another door opens, because the Raven is like the Death card. It's a complete change in direction and leaving everything else behind and starting afresh with new ideas. I think I said before, this could already be, you could have already created stuff. I feel that things have already begun. This is completely new for you from what you've done in the past. But the Magician is telling us, you know, coming back to create, that you are really good at doing or putting your hand to do anything. You know, you really are creative in every way, from the sourcing stuff to making things happen, or to physically making things with your hands, crafting, writing, painting, and then being able to distribute and be successful. So this is a lovely ending, and I hope it all makes sense to you, and I hope you come back soon. Bye.